Another effort from a Republican lawmaker in D.C. could affect Idaho's beloved public lands. Utah Senator Mike Lee introduced legislation yesterday that would allow the federal government to sell millions of acres across the West. And as our Abby Davis reports, this comes just weeks after a similar proposal was introduced in the House of Representatives.
Yeah, it's part of Congressional Republicans' budget bill, also known as the Big Beautiful Bill. This proposal is bigger and local conservationists say even more harmful than the last. While many Idahoans are out enjoying the great outdoors, not everyone stops to think about who actually owns the land beneath their feet. But Idaho Conservation League Executive Director Justin Hayes
the foothills are a hodgepodge.
Says that question matters now more than ever.
We're here today because a really bad idea is happening in Washington, D.C.
Under a new budget proposal from Utah Republican Senator Mike Lee, more than 2 million acres of federal land across the West would be sold to states and other entities, including land here in Idaho.
The sale of the public lands would be done through a nominations process.
Garrett Visser is the Idaho Wildlife Federation's Conservation Program Director.
Things are moving really quickly, and we really need to make sure that our voices are heard because once they're gone forever.
The fight over public lands is nothing new, but it's heating up again as Congress debates what should be included in President Trump's One Big Beautiful Bill. Just weeks ago, a House amendment pitching the disposal of 500,000 acres of public land in Utah and Nevada was taken out.
This Senate version is much bigger.
We were surprised. We thought that, with the resistance that was seen on the House side, that maybe the Senate would take heed of that.
Senator Lee says the sales wouldn't include national parks, monuments, or wilderness. Instead, they'd target isolated parcels for housing or infrastructure. Hayes isn't buying it.
So this particular version of the sell-off public lands version is to raise money for tax cuts for the wealthy.
He says at the expense of the places Idahoans love so much.
This attempt we have to stop now.
In a video posted on the Energy GOP Committee YouTube page yesterday, Senator Lee explains why he wants to sell off land. Take a listen.
We're opening underused federal land to expand housing, support local development, and get Washington, D.C. out of the way of communities that are just trying to grow. We're talking about isolated parcels that are difficult to manage or better suited for housing and infrastructure. To our hunters, anglers, and sportsmen, you will not lose access to the lands you love. Washington has proven time and again it can't manage this land. This bill puts it in better hands.
So where does Idaho's congressional delegation land on all this? Unlike Representative Russ Fulcher, Representative Mike Simpson worked to strip the land sale provision from the House bill. Senator Jim Risch's office did not get back to me when I reached out today, and Senator Mike Crapo couldn't do an interview, but a spokesperson said he's reviewing all the details of this proposal, Morgan.
So, Abby, if people are worried about this, which I know a lot of people in Idaho are, what should they do about it?
Yeah, if Idahoans are passionate about this, Hayes and Visser, they recommend reaching out to the delegation, calling them, emailing them, and really telling them why this is something that is upsetting.
All right, Abby, thank you.